Yesterday at E3, Sony announced a Spider-Man game exclusively to PS4 made by Insomniac Games. And then later in the conference, they talked about how there is a lot of Easter eggs in the trailer that refer to the story and other things in the Spider-Man universe. So I went ahead and took it upon myself to kind of thin the air on this one and show you what I found.
People see me and think they're safer.
Here is the classic Spider-Man intro narration, as you can see in most Spider-Man movies.
It's me, Peter Parker, your friendly neighborhood, you know.
But it's not really me they're seeing. Probably for the best. Knowing everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels. No pressure, right?
The moving eyes that everyone's familiar with from Civil War. Here you can see his web swinging. It looks like they're mechanical web shooters. I have highlighted them here. It looks like that little red space is where the web comes out, so it looks mechanical. Here you see him swinging through the city, and you get a first glimpse of one of the villains in the game. You see Osborn for mayor on a billboard. He's obviously the Green Goblin and the CEO of Oscorp. Just one of the few villains that are spoiled in this trailer. Here in this cafe, there's actually a lot of Easter eggs. The first one on the right here is going to be the Daily Bugle, where Peter Parker works to take pictures of Spider-Man. You know, he's taking selfies all day. I've highlighted that here. But then also, when he jumps out of the window, you can see on the window itself that the cafe was established in 1962 when you flip it over here. And that was when the first Spider-Man comic was available, which is Amazing Fantasy, and that was in 62. Here we get a first look at one of the henchmen in this game. It looks like he's wearing a mask that's reminiscent of the Inner Demons, which is kind of the henchman for Mr. Negative, who was a major villain to Spider-Man and to the Punisher. He's actually a split personality, Mr. Negative is, to where like one side of him does good and like feeds the hungry, and the other side is like the crime boss of Chinatown, which is part of the Magia, which is Marvel's version of the Mafia. So with the presence of Mr. Negative, maybe we'll have ties to the Punisher, but also to the Magia, which is, again, the Mafia of the Marvel Universe, which might have ties to Kingpin. Then also, I know Mr. Negative has talked to Hammerhead, which is my personal favorite Spider-Man villain. Here in the back right, you can see FEAST, which is Mr. Negative's alter ego's soup kitchen, therefore further confirming Mr. Negative's presence in this game. This is obviously reminiscent of the fight scene on the train from Spider-Man 2. This crane is another callback to another Spider-Man movie, The Amazing Spider-Man. This is clearly the Oscorp sign. If you've needed help, I've added the letters. This just further confirms that Norman Osborn will be in this game. So there you have it, every Easter egg that I found in this trailer. If there's anything I missed, you can tweet us at upgamerspodcast or email us at underpaidgamerspodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to leave comments, like this video, you know, whatever. If you want to see more stuff like this, just go to our channel. Thanks for watching.
People see me and think they're safer. But it's not really me they're seeing. Probably for the best. Knowing everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels. No pressure, right?
PlayStation